he's coming from there?
He's coming from here.
Thank you.
The stills can be down in front. Stills can be down here. Stay low. Stay low. Coming out this door. That's what I'm told. I'm told tonight. Jesus Christ. Which way to face? This door. Change the plan. Left. Left. Change the plan. Okay, we're taking bets. Does he read the statement or do it? He'll read it. You gotta come out of his mouth, Peter. Come on. Get him to say these things. It doesn't happen.
Yeah, that's what happened.
You know, the judge said you gotta make a public statement. We are people. Still read the statement.
No, they didn't ruin the door.
We're under a separate community service. I'll go 2-1. He'll 2-1. Well, it's not video stuff.
Doug.
Maybe he's rehearsing. Now it's even money. It's even money.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's a professional.
Burning daylight. We're burning daylight.
I have no idea. Where do you
I
gotta
just
be?
thought it's best to laugh. John Wayne. Yeah, because he's probably hanging off film himself. Does anybody give us an update? Yeah. Where do you have to be? I got it.
Sorry. Hey.
Here's Mario. Officer, how much are parking tickets? South the court.
for an hour. Right, so that we can get that shot.
DJ. Over here. Kelly. Hey, everybody. A few weeks ago, I addressed all of you, and I said that my client was not driving while intoxicated. After much discussion and a thorough review of the evidence, today the District Attorney's Office correctly agreed to not move forward with that very charge. You see, the evidence revealed that my client finished the contents of one drink in 2 hours at the American Hotel. And contrary to what was reported, he wasn't drinking other people's drinks or warned in advance not to drive. He wasn't rude, he wasn't obnoxious, he wasn't belligerent. In fact, he was polite, and he was cooperative, and he was respectful during his entire encounter with law enforcement, as they were to him. His plea today to the reduced and amended non-criminal charge, this traffic violation, is consistent with these facts and full acceptance of responsibility for them. I would like to thank the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office for its swift, diligent, and thoughtful review of that evidence and a fair resolution, like I said, of this very case. District Attorney Tierney and ADA Shalafel, Bureau Chief Pat O'Connell, ADA McGill and ADA Cangro and ADA Lathier, they worked extremely hard on this matter, and their door remained open for me and my legal team to discuss and to negotiate and to laser into the issues of this case. My legal team, my co-counsel David Smith, E.J. Burke, my paralegal Kelly Fahey behind me, my interns Brendan and Charlie, who aren't here, allowed me to walk into those doors of the District Attorney's Office to be fully prepared. And their diligence was immeasurable within these last 90 days. I would also like to thank the court for its mindful acceptance of this resolution, and the clerks at the court, Cindy and Michelle, who I know very well, and all their hard work again over these last 90 days. I'd also like to thank the Sag Harbor Police Department, who I know very well, and they do a wonderful job. And they serve and protect this wonderful village of Sag Harbor. You see, guys, this village is truly unique. And the case was also unique for me in the sense of geographics. As you probably know, my office is right on Main Street, right across the street from the court, right next to the American Hotel, and right next to the Sag Harbor Police Department. It's such short distances where this case emanated out of. But coming out of this case, I believe will have a message that will travel long distances and extend far and wide, because it's that message coming from Justin himself as he'll approach here and address you all and tell you what's in his head and in his heart. So I'd like to turn that over to Justin.
Thank you, Ed. Good morning, everyone. So I don't know how many of you were in the courtroom and heard what I had to say in the courtroom, but I'll reiterate that and say this to you. Many of you have probably been covering me for a lot of my life, and as you may know, I try to hold myself to a very high standard for myself. And this was not that. This was not that. I found myself in a position where I could have made a different decision. But I've had some time to reflect on that. And I also understand by, the fact that all of you are here, that I have a platform, you have a platform, we share that platform. And so what I'd like to say to everyone watching and listening, even if you've had one drink, don't get behind the wheel of a car. There's so many alternatives. Call a friend, take an Uber. There's many travel apps. Still, take a taxi. This is a mistake that I made, but I'm hoping that whoever's watching and listening right now can learn from this mistake. I know that I certainly have. And like I said, even one drink, don't get behind the wheel of a car. I also said this in the courtroom before, but I grew up in a small town. So I can appreciate and understand the strain or unique nature that this must have been on the people of Sag Harbor. But I just want to say to everyone who's been involved, from everyone in the courtroom to everyone outside, including the police department, that I'm very grateful, and I thank them. And I guess in closing, I'd like to say you can all be more safe out there. And I'm going to do my part. I hope that everyone else does their part. And thank you very much.
Justin, have you told you enough coffee? Are you happy it's over? Happy with this outcome? What charity will you be working with?
Believe that he took a sincere effort, and I applaud him, and I am really grateful that there's at least 25 hours of community service, and I hope he chooses to do it in drunk driving awareness.
You felt really happy that the judge was like, this is not enough, we're going to add more on.
Absolutely.
You said retribution and reflection, that's what I want to see.
We want to see a decrease of recidivism. We want to see that people that get into the car understand the gravity of their situation. And the whole point of our system is why we charge. Our choices have consequences, and we have to live by those. I have a lifetime consequence without my baby. And he's lucky that his consequence is just this today, where he has to stand up and do this for his children and do this for so many. I have, 12 years ago, he was skiing out in Montana with Jessica, and he met my father-in-law, Andrew's grandfather. And Andrew's grandfather said to him, "Oh," as they're taking off their skis, "what do you kids do for a living?" God bless my father-in-law, who didn't know who he was. And he goes, "Oh, I'm a musician." And my father-in-law beamed and said, "Oh, my grandchildren are musicians, and Andrew probably knows all about your music." So how interesting is it? And what I want to say to Justin is that Andrew can no longer sing and dance. He played ukulele and the guitar and did all these beautiful things. Andrew can no longer do those things. And I need Justin to sing for him. I need him to speak for him while he can't do that any longer. I'd like to believe that what I heard in that courtroom touched my heart. And only time will tell to see if he'll make an announcement at his concerts and ask people to get home safely. If he will do the things that you need to do to make a change. So I didn't know what he would say. I didn't know if he would take responsibility.
Do you feel it was sincere?
Excuse me?
Do you feel he was sincere?
I do feel he was sincere. And I can only hope that his platform with everyone here will make a significant change. Because all we want to do, when Andrew passed away, on his deathbed, I cried and I promised him that I would stop this from happening to anyone else. And I almost feel like I was failing because our numbers had gone up. Here in New York State, we went up 42% in drunk driving fatalities in just a short period of time. But this gives me hope that maybe the next generation, they'll be the generation that ends drunk and impaired driving.
So the judge was criticizing the prosecutors for, reaching this sentence. They said it wasn't enough. It was a deterrent for Timberlake and for other people watching this, right? What did you think of that? Did you think it was...
I was so proud of the judge today. I was really proud of him. And I'm really proud of our prosecution. Our DA's office has to do these kind of agreements all the time. I stand with the DA's office. I go to high schools with them and speak of choices and consequences. And we speak about these things. And so I can only hope that this will help make a huge change.
Why would you, I know it was obviously very important for you to, you get drunk driving and say against drunk driving, but why is it important for you to be here today?
Because Justin has such a huge platform to the next generation. People listen to him. And we were joking on the way here, he sings his song Suit and Tie. How about Sober Ride? There is a ton of things that he can do with his songs and plays on his songs that will speak to this next generation. Let's bring sober back. And let's make sure that everyone gets home safe. 5 words I tell the kids when I go to the high schools: how are we getting home? And he spoke about that. Make a plan. And I want everyone out there to make a plan, because I don't want another sister or a family to have to go through what we did. Thank you so much.
Would you like a card?
Mariana, come on over. Alisa McMorris, ALISA McMorris. We started the foundation, the Andrew McMorris Foundation, and my son. We started it on the day after he passed to make a change, to stand by our law enforcement for the arrests that they have to make, to keep our roads safer, to save this from ever happening to any other family. Anyone with a card? Hi, Juan.
Can you just stand in front of the mic and just say your name and spell it for me?
Sure.
Just in front of the microphone.
I got you. My name is Alisa McMorris, ALISA McMorris, MC, capital MORRIS. I'm one of the co-presidents of the Andrew McMorris Foundation, and I'm here with my daughter Ariana, ARIANNA, and we're here to end drunk and impaired driving.